These are always tougher days. I'm sure you didn't want it to end this quickly, but when you think back at the season, what are some of your thoughts on how this year went?
I mean, we had a fun group this year. Set a bunch of regular season records, which was great. Obviously, it didn't end the way we wanted to in the playoffs, but you run into a hot goalie like that, that'll happen sometimes, and long summer to reflect on it.
What as for you at least, being that you've been here the longest of anybody, what are your thoughts as far as just kind of this year versus some of the other years as far as what this group was like? Because like you said, regular season wise, maybe you didn't go through some of the struggles that you have some of the other years, and it was probably a little bit different heading into the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at our regular season this year, we had so many one-goal games that we won. So to go into the playoffs and lose, they scored an empty netter in one of them, but 4 one-goal games basically that we lost. It's kind of tough not getting any of those bounces when you really needed them. But I think we had a group, strong defensively, really good in net, which has kind of been an identity since we've been here. We had a group that I think could have got it done if we could have snuck away with one here or there.
For you as a leader, kind of an extension of the coaching staff, this coaching staff, this was their second year in place. Did you see a lot of growth from those guys and some changes in their approach from last year?
Yeah, absolutely. Bergie was a lot more vocal than he had been in the past, and you can see Wart's kind of coming into his own, more comfortable with the guys, more comfortable in how he is as a coach, kind of starting to get his own identity. But yeah, I thought as the year got on, they just kept getting better, and just a disappointing end.
What was it like playing in front of the two goalies, guys who you know well, guys who have played here before, and they just seemed to, both of them, didn't matter what night it was, they were just in a rhythm the whole year?
Yeah, it was awesome as a forward, knowing, especially a guy that PKs a lot, you're shorthanded, but when you got those two guys in net, it doesn't really matter. Jacko's incredibly athletic in there. He's good for the paddle save every now and then, and Millsy just, very technically sound, always square to the puck. Both of them incredible goalies. Just a pleasure to have behind you.
I know it's probably going to be a little bit different because A, you're more healthy than you've been. B, you have more time this year. But any initial thoughts on what your off season is going to be like now that you do have some extra time?
It's fresh. Definitely going to be getting to another wedding that I wouldn't have been able to go to. So that's I guess that's a positive. Long summer, more time to work out and get ready for next year.